Howdy y'all, and welcome to episode 11, the big 1-1. I'm down in my base under the farm at my kind of my bee refinery area. Um, this is one change that I noticed last night. What I think they've done is they slowed down the production of these oily combs by the distilled bees. Uh, Before this update, one bee would overflow this thing pretty quick, pretty quick. Now, this was down to about here yesterday, and with both these bees running, it is not overfilling it. I mean, it's just slightly over. Uh, So that's definitely depressing. I mean, it's not depressing. You may just, depending on what your output is, you may just need to make more bees. I mean, it's still a reliable fuel source. It's better than having to go out and find oil. And fuel is still the best fuel in the game, as far as I can tell. I mean, what you get from each bucket is even more than biofuel. So that's cool. Another change that I made, and what I want to get into today, is my XP farm. Let's go down there. This is kind of my spawner room. I have intermittent here. You turn that on, they spawn. Once the room gets full, I didn't make them in a drop one because I don't need tons and tons of ender eyes. When I'm ready, I just put down pistons on top of them, and they all die. This one is a blaze spawner, and again, they just spawn and hit the water and die. All their stuff goes right there. I can turn that off and on. So, turn that off. And now I can just go in here and get however many eyes are in here and raise that roof. And this is something that I just added. This is an experienced turtle. You make this with a turtle and an enchanting table, and it gives you an experienced turtle, and it also will do enchants for you. I didn't even know these things existed until I was watching a direwolf video. I don't mess around with turtles a lot, so I don't really know what's in the miscellaneous peripherals mod. Nice drink there. So I saw this and I thought, well, wow, man, that'd be really cool. And I came over, made one, and actually lost the first one to a void pipe. I forgot to turn the power off to the transposer, and it disappeared. So I made another one, which is cool because it let me rewrite the program for it. So it's pretty straightforward, very simple program. What it does is it just sits there and it sets the peripheral, wraps the peripheral, sets it to auto collect, and then this is for counting. This is just for like debugging purposes. I wanted it to print out the levels every once in a while, and I didn't want it to just get spammed, so I have it do it every 20 times it does this. So it comes down and it says, now this is for enchanting right here. I did have this variable up here, but it would shut the program down for some reason. Now once I moved it down into the while loop, it seems to work fine now. So it comes down here and it gets the levels, and it puts it in that variable, and this one just adds 1 to the I variable, and then it sleeps, which you have to have a sleep in an endless loop like that, or it just crashes. And then it comes down here, and when it gets to 20, it prints out the levels that it's collected. And here it's saying if the levels collected is greater than 30, then it does the magic function. Now the magic function comes up here and selects slot 2, transfers 1 book or one from here over to slot 1. So it puts the book there, and then it selects slot 1, and then it does an enchant of a level 30, and then it transfers slot 1 to slot 3. Now I could also do, if I wanted to put a chest down here and just do this automatically, I could put a chest below him and then say turtle drop down, and that would do that. And sorry about that. I will be so happy when spring break is finally over and these guys are gone all day. Love my kids, but sometimes just there's too much. So back to this. Like I said, if I wanted to, I could put a chest right here and just have this program drop them. These finished books just straight down into that chest. So you could do something like that, and then you can make it an inner chest, and it could go into a sorting system. There's all kinds of things you can do to automate this process. This is just what I came up with today. And one thing I kind of noticed as I was doing this is my experience is a little slow. This is only a 3 spawner experience farm right here. There's 2 skeletons, I think, and a zombie spawner up there. And I don't have a angry zombie spawner, which I would like to get. But I deleted all my mystcraft ages, and one of them had my mob spawner in it. So that's what I need to do today, is create a new spawner. But well, what I did is I created a new void age to do that. So when I get that kind of set up, we'll be back and we'll start building the spawner. Shouldn't take too long. We're going to use a filler to do most of the heavy lifting for us. I'm just going to go set up a platform and get all my gear together, and when we're ready to put everything together, we will be back. Okay, here we are in the void age. I've already set up the markers. Now, what this is going to be the tube that they fall down. So our spawner platforms will be up there. That's about 26, I think, 26 blocks high from this block down here. So starting on this block up, because mob spawn, Mons Bob 24 to 32 blocks away. And in a void age, I'm going to have to blow this thing up over here. There's nowhere else for them to spawn, so they're only going to spawn up above us there when we build that. So this is going to be our tube. And what we're going to end up doing is probably putting a water break that we can turn off or on at about 21 blocks from here, so that will reset their fall. So when they hit right here, if I do this right, hopefully, if not, if that doesn't work, I have another option that I normally do with pistons, where we can crush them. But I want to try this with the water break, and so we'll go ahead and get this thing started. So we're going to place our filler down right here. Make sure this is on. Okay. So we're going to place that right there. And hopefully we have our 4 markers. Okay, we do. Here's our 4 markers. Now, we don't want this to be solid, so we're going to take our bricks and we're just going to put it in a pattern around the outside like that. And you know you're good when you got that little thing. And we've got our little redstone energy cell right here. It's all charged up, ready to go. So now we just need to load in some cobblestone here. Make sure that's ready to go, and once I slap this down, it's going to make basically a box. We'll have to open the top, though. See, I definitely could not have built it that fast. Okay. So, wide open. Oh, okay. That's one thing I hate about the jetpacks. You can't get in a 2-door. Okay, so we're going to fly up now. And break this open. Whoop. Okay. Alright, so there you see where they're going to fall to their deaths. They'll they're going to spawn up in the platforms, which will be up here, and then they'll up and then splat. So hopefully we'll have two separate modes here. One, we can just set it to they'll just fall, and you can collect their goodies, or we'll be able to turn on the water break, and then we'll be able to collect their items. So now I'm going to go just the way the filler works. What I am going to go do is build the first canals, I guess, water canals along the top there, and then we're going to build up from there. So I'm going to go build those off camera, and then we'll be back when we're going to set up the spawner pads and levels. So we'll be back then. Alright, we're back. We're up top. We've laid out the dimensions that I want to place. We will have to redig out those canals once this gets built, but that's cool. I just do that so I can make sure I've got the right dimensions. And then, of course, I lay the first bottom part out there. Let's go ahead and slap that down. Probably going to need to go back for some more cobblestone. It's a lot of stone to fill this all up. See how it's going up there. Okay, I guess it did need it. But let's go ahead and open this up. And we're going to slap some torches in here because we don't want anything spawning right now. Okay, now this particular spawner, if you want to do Enderman, you can make it 3 high. In fact, what I'll do is I'll make the next level internally 3 high, just so we can get some Enderman, because that's actually how I got my Enderman spawner. I actually had the Enderman spawner before I found the end, just from this. And a tip on getting Enderman on a spawner like this is to give as much room, you can't even see it, give as much room to what am I trying to say, as much room when they hit the water. They're going to teleport. The only places they can teleport to, since the void age is down where you're at, so you want to give them as much room to teleport down there to you as you can. So I'm going to get set up for the next level, and then we will be back. Okay, and here we are for the second level. Believe it or not, you only really need to do 2 levels on this. This is because it's a void age, the amount of mobs you're going to get is insane. So really don't need to go any higher. I mean, you can if you want, but okay, on this one, like I said, it's going to be 3 high, so Enderman will be able to spawn in here. We are going to make this so no spiders spawn. Spiders will screw this up, and I'll show you how to fix that in just a minute. Or, well, once we get the levels completed. But this will be the floor. We'll dig out our canals out of that, and then the actual spawning height will be 3 on this level. So this level, Enderman will be able to spawn. So let's get our filler, place that down, and you see what I put those little ledges there for. I lost a filler on the last one because it popped off the side. So clean that up. Don't need that. Clean this up. And these are those little X's where you can see the mobs can spawn. I don't need that on right now. We're going to do the same pattern. New mouse, boy, this thing is tight. And we're just going to chock full of it with some cobble. And it's good to go. So now we just need to slap our redstone cell on it. That'll make a nice little box for us. Hopefully we got enough. Okay, well you get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and complete that off, and I'm going to dig these canals, and then I will be back, and we will start doing the platforms to anti-spider them. Let me make sure, and I'll also go through and light this place up, make sure no mobs spawn while I'm gone. So we'll be back in just a minute or two. Okay, we're back. We've dug our canals out of that level. This is the anti-spider slabbing. This will keep them from spawning in your spawner. And the reason it screws it up is they don't always fall down, and the more spiders that appear, the less mobs you're going to have spawn. So if you're going to do spiders, I would suggest doing a spider-only mob trap. So if you look at this pattern, it leaves each one of these spaces a mob can spawn on. But because there's no, spiders need like I think a 4x4 area to spawn, and so they're not going to spawn with these slabs. So we're just going to put them in a diagonal pattern like this, and it just doesn't give them room to spawn. So you'll never have to worry about them. Now, if you want spiders in here, and you will get a lot, just don't put these slabs down, and it won't be a problem for you. Turn that off. Okay. So we'll just do this pad real quick. Oh, I don't need that one back there. They're not going to spawn there. Yeah, if you don't need to put one somewhere, don't put it, because if you do, then you're taking away a spot another mob could spawn at. So we're going to go ahead and just light this up for now. We'll come around when we're ready to run it and turn all that off. Now, when I first started this game, and I was doing this in vanilla vanilla, this same mob trap works. It does work in vanilla. And the good thing is it doesn't take any redstone, doesn't take any anything. It's not really dependent on a mod pack to do. This can be done in vanilla, or any variation of Minecraft at all. I mean, any of the packs will work. Okay. Oh shoot! I didn't want to do that. There you go. Now the way this works is the mobs will spawn on here, and eventually they'll wander over and they'll fall in this water. It's probably not the most efficient trap, but it doesn't need water elevators or anything crazy. It's a very simple, very simple trap, and it works. And you'll see it works really well. It does work really well. We'll have to come and knock all these torches down when we want to get it started. But again, it's so simple. Now the only difference is we're in a void age, which is going to make our mobs spawn like crazy. Oh shoot, this is only too high. The difference will be in a regular Minecraft world, you will have to make sure the area around is well lighted. And let's say you don't have mystcraft, but you do have like buildcraft. Another good way to do this is quarries. Quarry out all around where you're going to put this, and do like two 64 by 64 or 4. Do a big square 64 by 64 of quarries, and then slap this bad boy right in the middle of all those, and that will increase your spawn. Make sure you go all the way down to bedrock, or you can also, I've also had success in vanilla doing this on over the ocean. I go out and I find the deepest water that I can find, and then build up as high as I can So the very top of this thing will be hitting build height, and that seems to have some success also. Some success also. I don't think it's as good as what we're going to see here, but it's still decent drops. And if you want, like for me, it's always bone meal. The reason I always do these is I always want bone meal very early on, especially in vanilla. Here's not so important because once you get farms going, bone meal is just extra. Okay, we're going to add some water. No? Don't. Shoot. And don't. Dunk. And there. Okay, so our water is now done, and these are our paths. These are what we're looking for. But we're not done, because as right now, it's not going to do us any good because they're just going to fall down and die. So if we want to use this as an experience farm as well as just a item collection farm, we're going to need to modify it a little bit. So I'm going to go figure out the spot that I want to put it. I'm going to clean up the machinery over here. Clean off this side spot. We don't want Enderman going over there. And then when we're set to put the water break in, we will be back. Okay, we're back. I've already set the dispenser in the wall. We are 21 blocks from the platform. So what this is going to do is this is going to put out water. It's going to put it out here, and it's going to make a water break. Basically, then their fall will be reset to 21, which should not kill them. If I did this right, it should not kill them. May have to adjust that a little bit. We'll see. Now we just got to run some red wire from up there all the way down. So we're just going to put that here. I'm going to go into hover mode. And we're going to want the button about right here. So we'll just start going up. Dispenser. Oops. Come on, come back up. Hold on. Let me get... Okay. So what we want to do is try to get close to it. There we go. And there. Now that should turn it on. We will see real quick. So we'll come down here. We'll just make a wooden button. We don't have any stone on us. Okay. Did that work? Yes. Okay. So now they're going to fall through and splash. And hopefully they won't die right here. But we do need to set up first some way of collecting the all the crap that's going to come out of here. And I'm going to show you something neat that works with Buildcraft pipes and this particular spawner. This is I discovered it completely by accident with Buildcraft, and it is a great way to get the records. So I'm going to go get the piping that we're going to need. Make sure this turns off. Yes, it does. Okay. So there we go. Very simple mechanism. Dispenser, some red wire, and a wooden button. And that should be our water break. So let me go set up the piping, or I'll be back with that, and then we'll give it our first shot. Okay, we're back, and we're ready to lay some pipe. Yes, sir. Pipe laying time. Okay, we're going to use some iron some golden transport, and some obsidian. Again, doesn't require any power, doesn't require anything crazy, just some pipage, So we're going to slap those on there, and these are going to be our collection points. It's just going to collect everything right out of there. Now we do need to adjust these so they're not just going in circles. Let me see, we'll lay these first. That will go to our chest right there. So, wrench. We'll make this one go that way. We'll make, oops, turn it. That one go that way. Come on. This one go that way. And then that one go to the chest. So now everything should come around that way. Okay, there we go. That'll work for now. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we're going to close this off. That'll be like that. We'll leave that open for now. Slap our chest down right there. Now let's go up and darken this thing. Turn off hover mode. Yeah, I was cleaning everything off, and I hadn't completely gotten this place dark or lit, and a bunch of stuff spawned in here when I walked off to the far edge. They were far enough away, I guess, that they spawned. So I had to come in here and clean this stuff out and put some more torches down. So hopefully I'm not made a complete liar, and you see just how effective this, this mob design. This is one of the first mob traps I ever made, way back in the day. And I've seen so many different changes since then to mob traps. People do some amazing stuff, and to me, this is still the most simple. It is just doesn't require a lot of maintenance, and I mean, once you get this thing set up, it's just gonna make some mobs. Lots of stuff. Come on. There we go. Should have made this one 3 high too. Easier to get around with a jetpack. Feel like a pinball. Boink, 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 boink. Alright. Getting there. Oh, can't get you. Dark. Come on. Work with me here. Work with me. Alright. We should be good and dark now. And if we can get out of here, we'll close this up, and we should start very quickly. Let me see, I was in a test stage, make sure I'm, oh, wrong one. Alright, we should, you gonna do this to me now? There we go. And they start. So they gotta build up a little bit. Ooh, turn the coin off. I don't want all the drops. Get all that crap out of my stuff. See, it starts building up. It's going pretty good. There's about 30 up there so far. It'll take a while to get them to, I probably should have made that second level. Problem is they're stuck in those channels. I may have to go lower that whole level. I don't know if I can do that or not. We'll see how this works. Now these are going to be angry zombies. You can see because they dropped the brains. Alright, let's try our water break. Now this should stop them from dying. Yep. Now, are they one hits though? Now these are angry zombies, so they should be. But he should be. Okay. Yeah, that's another thing. If you don't have what you call it, mob griefing turned off, which I do, because I'll be damned if I'm gonna go through all this trouble of making cool shit, you know, macerators and crap, and then have them blow it up. I'm not into that aggravation. And there we go. See what I was talking about, the Enderman? They got nowhere else to go but here. So they'll pop right in on top of it. If you have Now, the cool thing about this little setup is that, turn down the sound here. Cool little thing about this setup is because the pipes drop them just a hair off the level of that block, the skeletons will see you and shoot at you, and they will hit the creepers. So when you go in to kill them, it's going to drop records. I don't have a sword on me. Let me just try it with this thing. So you got to just get close enough. Don't get close enough where the creepers can see you or they'll blow up. And if you don't have mob griefing turned off, yeah, they're just winter trap. On another world, before I figured out there was that command to even do that, I used obsidian. This whole thing was obsidian. And that was a little bit better. I just would have to replace pipes if I was dumb enough to get too close. See how they're shooting at you? Now if there's a creeper in front of them. See if we can get him to come up. Whoops. So now, we're just going to get them to shoot. See? I don't know if he hit him. Now, normally I have to do this. Is he even there? He may not be there. He may just be a ghost. Yeah, he is a ghost. But see, got a record. And this is a really good mob trap to get a record. And they're just going to keep falling down. And what you can do, so you're not getting a bunch of mix in there with you, you may want to raise that just a hair on that break. You may want to put that up just a little bit higher. It doesn't look like they're one-hit kills. They should be. These should all be one-hits. You should just be able to walk up to anything. It looks like they're about 2 hits. So, you may raise that. Well, the angry zombies are better. But this will give me my angry zombie spawner. I may go up. I may redo that whole top level. So I can raise it 1. But I'm going to let it run for a while and just see how it goes, and then I'll make that decision later. I won't do that on camera because that'll be a pretty major rehaul, because I'll have to go and shave off the whole top level and then start over again. So it's not. This is, like I said, a very easy way to do it. Probably should have, like I said, made that 3 high on that first level, just because it's easier for them to move and get to the water and fall down the hole. On 2, where they spawn, they're kind of stuck in those channels and it forces them. Of course, that could be good too, I don't know. So I'm going to let this run for a while and see how it goes, and then we'll be back. Okay, let it run a little bit. Little tip on this is try to clear this out before you leave. I took off to go drop to go get this as I quartered this brick, and when I came back, this was pretty full when I left, and when I came back, they were all out here. So before you leave, make sure that's all cleared out, because apparently they will spill out. I don't know if that's a glitch or what. Now you can see these are all just angry zombies in there, because I don't have the water break on right now. So everything else is falling and dying. This is a pretty short period of time. You may have to get a little close and pick some of the overflow up, unless you put some glass or something over that. Um, the one cool thing I have found with uh, this sword of Zephyr, if you're just going for experience, this is real nice right here. Yeah, that ain't bad. That's pretty handy. So I'm pretty happy with it the way it is. I may go ahead and add another level up there just because instead of changing that first level, just add a third level and make that one 3 high. See if we can't get some better numbers. But in the most part, I'm pretty happy. I think I'll be able to get. I'm gonna go make another soul shard and then come over here and just kill angry zombies until I get a tier 5 angry zombie spawner. I'll just let it run while I watch some of these other fine YouTubers out there. So that's where we're at. Build our nice little spawner. Nice and easy, not too technical, not too hard. This can be made. Now, and as far as vanilla, I don't know how easy this would be. I'm not a redstone genius, and I hate running redstone up. But another thing that you can do, which I do which is what I've done every other time, is I'll put 2 sticky pistons on either side, and then that's real easy to run a switch even in vanilla, and then you just crush them. You know, you still put that. You can put a water break up here with with the piston here and turn it on and off, or a dispenser, whatever. And then you can crush them until they're almost dead, and then do it that way. So I hope you enjoyed our spawner building. If you've got any questions or comments, please let me know. See y'all later.